Good morning, dear hearts. Congratulations. I say that a lot lately, but I mean it. We are starting our last new section of lessons in part 1 of the workbook, lessons 181 through 200. And this time it comes with an introduction to the lessons, and we'll start with that. And please subscribe if you've not yet done so. And yes, Buster is here. So in this introduction, it's really speaking to us about how we really need to start firming up our commitment to ourself. It's not committing to this course. In committing to this course, we're committing to ourself and to the betterment and the happiness and the peace that we will experience. But it makes more sense to us if we realize that this is what is in our best interest, and if we really start to look at what has been keeping us away from our commitment and our dedication to this course. So our next few lessons make a special point of firming up your willingness to make your weak commitment strong. Your scattered goals blend into one intent. You are not asked for total dedication all the time as yet. This is such a gentle course. It's so allowing for us that, take your time. It's okay. We're not going to force you into anything. As one of my Janetisms, no one's been dragged kicking and screaming into enlightenment. We have to go willingly. And this course is certainly giving us all of the opportunity that we need for that. But we are asked to practice now in order to attain the sense of peace such a unified commitment will bestow, if only intermittently. And that we're realizing that we're being told that this may not last forever. It's going to be bits and pieces, just like one holy instant after another. But what will happen is we will ultimately string all of them together, just like we string together a long thread of white pearls, which are significant, as some of you know. If this long string, this necklace of white pearls, bit by bit, this is what happens as each little bit of willingness and commitment will lead to the next and to the next. If only intermittently. It is experiencing this that makes it sure that you will give your total willingness to following the way this course sets forth. Our lessons now are geared specifically to widening horizons and direct approaches to the special blocks that keep your vision narrow and too limited to let you see the value of our goal. We are attempting now to lift the blocks, however briefly. Okay, the blocks. We had the blocks. We spoke about the blocks in the introduction to the course. The blocks to the awareness of love's presence. We're really talking here, these blocks, and it is the awareness of love's presence, but the blocks that we have put up and very much around our brother and ourself, the blocks that we are using to keep our brother separate from us. The blocks that keep your vision narrow and too limited to let you see the value of our goal. We are attempting to lift these blocks, again, however briefly, intermittently, briefly, not being asked for total commitment or dedication. Just give what we can at this moment. Words alone cannot convey the sense of liberation which their lifting brings, but the experience, and again, experiential course, of freedom and of peace that comes as you give up your tight control of what you see speaks for itself. Your motivation will be intensified, that words become of little consequence. You will be sure of what you want and what is valueless. I will not value what is valueless. And again, these holy instances are strung together like the pearls. And because this is an experiential course, those experiences that we have of those holy instances will fortify our commitment to this as we see I'm having a good day. This was a really wonderful day. I had no anger. I had no upset. I had no depression. What happened today that all of those blocks that I have had in the past did not appear? Let's look at that. And then I'll say, I want more of that. I'll have what she's having. I had to say that. And so we start our journey beyond words by concentrating first on what impedes our progress still. Experience of what exists beyond defensiveness remains beyond achievement while it is denied. If we keep denying that this course is going to help us, that this course is going to bring us greater peace and happiness than we've ever experienced, and we keep denying that it's true, then we will not have the experience because we are holding it off. It may be there, but you cannot accept its presence. So we now attempt to go past all defenses for a little while each day, just a little while. No more than this is asked because no more than this is needed. It will be enough to guarantee the rest will come. And of course, there are very few things, if any, in this world that have come with a guarantee, but this course does. It's a guarantee. Today's lesson, 181, I trust my brothers who are one with me. Trusting our brothers is essential to establishing and holding up your faith in your ability to transcend doubt and lack of sure conviction in yourself. When you attack a brother, you proclaim that he is limited by what you have perceived in him. I am putting my brother, my sister in a prison every time I look at them, and I make a false perception. I make a judgment. I establish a grievance towards them, a resentment. I am putting them into a small locked cage. I don't realize I'm there with them. You do not look beyond your brother's errors. Rather, they are magnified to become blocks to your awareness of the self, the true self, big self, that lies beyond your own mistakes and past his seeming sins as well as yours. Perception has focus. It is this that gives consistency to what you see. Change what you're looking at, change your life, change your mind, change your life. That is as easy as it is. If I'm willing to change my focus, my perception, everything will change. Now, I just want to talk for a moment. What are these blocks that are being mentioned? The blocks to the awareness of love's presence, the blocks to the awareness that I am one with my brother and that I trust my brother. So some of these blocks are how I focus upon what I think is my brother's problem, his sins. Attacking is a block. Perception is a block. Lack of trust in my brother, that's another block. Not being in the now present moment, big block. We'll get to that in a moment. Viewing sin in my brother, that's a block. Anger, it's a block. These are all the blocks that I have put up around me, between me and my brother, that I need to remove in order to remember and understand that I trust my brother who indeed is one with me. So change this focus and what you behold will change accordingly. Your vision will now shift to give support to the intent which has replaced the one you held before. Remove your focus of your brother's sins and you experience the peace that comes from faith in sinlessness. Have faith in the sinlessness, both of my brother and of myself. This faith receives its only sure support from what you see in others, past their sins, past the immediate thing that pops up, because what I'm immediately seeing is just like the ego's voice speaks first, the ego's eyes see first. When I drop that, when I truly look to change my focus, now I can see with the eyes of Christ. For their mistakes, if focused on, my brother's mistakes are witnesses to the sins in me, and I will not transcend their sight and see the sinlessness that lies beyond. So practicing today, and we're not given specifics, but let's just say that it's going to be in the morning, in the evening, and hourly that we will remember. And we have a little phrase little mantra to use besides I trust my brothers who are one with me. And so in practicing today, we let all the little focuses gone. We instruct our minds that it is this we seek and only this for just a little while. For a small amount of time, we don't care about future goals. A major hazard to success for this course, for us, has been our involvement with the past and future goals, our past goals and our future goals. And we have been quite preoccupied with how extremely different the goals this course is advocating are from those that we have held before. This is 180 degrees different from the thinking of the world and the thinking that we have been thinking with, our method of thinking. It's completely different now if we accept the goal of this course. But remember, it's a guarantee. And you have also been dismayed by the depressing and restricting thought that even if you should succeed, you will inevitably lose your way again. And that's, of course, the ego saying, well, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? You get over yourself. You can't do this. However, we know that should we lose our way, should we wander off, that indeed our Father, Holy Spirit, our elder brother will call us back. As we learned in our review we just had, like the little child holding the father's hand, the parent's hand, will be called back. We will be led back to the path. We will never be left alone. We will never be left comfortless. We will never be left hopeless. And so how could that matter? Now, the past is gone, the future but imagined. These concerns are but defenses against present change of focus in perception. That again, a block, not being in the now, being preoccupied with the past or the future. That is a block in perception, and it is a block to us achieving this goal. Nothing more, and we lay these pointless limitations by for a little while. We do not look to past beliefs, and what we will believe, the future, will not intrude upon us now. We enter in the time of practicing with one intent, intention, big buzzword, a lot in spiritual and metaphysical world. What's your intention? What's your motivation? Also in theater, with one intent, to look upon the sinlessness within. We are sinless within. That's the truth of who we are. You are the sinless, guiltless, perfect child of God. Janetism. And it's worthwhile to say it to yourself often and realize that that's your real truth. So when we will transcend with our instructions to our minds to change our focus, if anything will dismay us, and we say, it is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers who are one with me. And we will also use this thought to keep us safe throughout the day. We do not seek for long-range goals. We're only interested in right now. Right now. This is the only time there really is. We are interested in what we are accomplishing now, in this moment. Not the past, not the future. And as our focus goes beyond mistakes, we will behold a wholly sinless world. When seeing this is all we want to see, when this is all we seek for in the name of true perception, as the eyes of Christ are inevitably ours. And the love that he feels for us becomes our own as well. And this will become the only thing we see reflected in the world and in ourselves. The world which once proclaimed our sins becomes the proof that we are sinless. We look neither ahead nor backwards today. We look straight into the present, and we give our trust to the experience we ask for now. Our sinlessness is but the will of God. This instant is our willing one with his. There is no will but God's, and we understand that our will and God's are indeed one. And that's it for lesson 181 as we begin this new section. I hope it helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please watch to the end. See if you did. Smile, take in a deep breath. Be so happy and joyful to trust your brothers who are one with you today and every day from this point on. And please be here tomorrow. Namaste.